You bring about a really interesting topic here that I don't think we've addressed here on the channel yet. We, the content creator, if you will, I think we're kind of doing the same kind of work that the legacy kind of guitar media was doing before, like the magazines. If you remember, like Paul from Guitar Magazine was doing this like way before the internet. He was doing this on CD, right? So if you think back to that, we're just kind of, hopping off of this concept that he had going on, but we have to change the formula because we're not publishing anything. We're not being technically being sent all this information so that we can print it into a magazine and sell the magazine. We're not selling anything. We're putting this content out for free. So I think that when it comes to something like Guitar Summit, companies should see the content creator like magazines. We're here, we have an audience, they are watching the videos, and they might not know who you are. Maybe you're big in your country, but you might not be big in another country. And having that kind of free exposure, they don't even have to pay for it. If you want to be in a publication, you have to pay for that. It's not free. But with a YouTuber, it's free.
That's my doorbell.
Like
Wow.
I like it.
Thanks. It was the most jolly. Sorry, let's just put a bit of jolliness into the show, hasn't it? There we go. There's your new jingle. Sorry.
Yeah. So the concept is that even a buddy of mine there, Remco, we're going to have him on the podcast next month. He was saying, because I met him at Guitar Summit, and he was saying YouTubers are essentially the new media. This is how we get the word out for companies. So if you send someone such as yourself over to NAMM, it's not an annoying YouTuber. It's someone that not only has 100,000 subscribers. How many views do you have across a channel from people who are not subscribed? That's a lot of exposure. So those companies, they benefit from having an interview with you, even if it's like just 2 minutes. Here's the new pedal. Here's our brand. We've been around for 6 months. Great. You don't know how that's going to convert to sale. It might, or it might not. But if you don't take that chance, you'll never know.
No, I was just enjoying, thinking, and to remember to enjoy what I do. I think there's someone at my door.
Take a minute.
I'm not going to answer it because I'm working right now. This is work. This is hard work.
Very hard work.
This is the hardest job in the world. Mm-hmm. And also, Elka's upstairs and she's right next to the door, so she should answer the bloody door for once.
Maybe she doesn't want to. She looked at the door. She said, "Nah, those are more pedals. No, thank you."
I have 2 doorbells. Right. I don't want to brag too much, but at my house, I have 2 doorbells. And one is for visits to the house from friends and family. And the other one is for deliveries for me. And that's the delivery button.
So I was right.
Because I'm a big, successful YouTuber, 2 doorbells. 2 doorbells, Andy. That's what they call me.
You know what I did? I took off my doorbell because I live in the country, right? And Belgians are kind of specific about doors and how you approach someone when you want them to open the door. And I'm going to get to that. So Belgians don't really believe in knocking at the door. They only ring the bell. So I have one of those wireless bell system where if you pressed on it and the battery was out, there was no ringing at the door. So they would just leave. They wouldn't think to knock at the door. So I had to take the whole thing out or else they wouldn't knock. And I even had some younger drivers who would come in. I could see them. My window's right here. The door's right beside me. I would see the delivery truck. The guy would come in. He would look. He wouldn't see a doorbell and he'd turn around. I had to open the door. "Hey, I'm home." "Oh, I didn't know what to do. There was no doorbell." What? That's your amazing. Fist. You've seen this motion before, right?
I have to ask, why didn't you just put new batteries in the doorbell?
Because it's those really big, the really big batteries? There's like 8 of them. It's like $15 worth of batteries just to put it in that stupid system. So I was like, nah, no thanks. I just took it off.
Nah, okay. I
was like, you can knock at the door. And that's when the delivery guys want to deliver here because I live out in the country. Sometimes they just go to like the drop-off point and they just put it there, but they don't leave a notice. So I don't know it's there. And then I have companies writing to me like, did you receive what we sent you? You sent me something? Yes, like 2 weeks ago. And it says that it's at this drop-off point. I'm like, fuck. Every time. Frank can attest to this.
Yeah. every time I sent you something, you always told me like, please send me the tracking code, because I want to be aware if that it's coming, because these guys are like they're gonna look through the window. Oh, I don't see a light. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at the UPS pickup station and go away. It's yeah.
Every time.